Today, I destroy a woodland mansion, completely overpopulate my village, finally finish my treasure room, destroy an entire chunk, and make a bunch of other improvements in my world. But first I need a cartographer, which means grabbing a couple of pieces of paper, crafting a table, making a compass, and doing a load of trading. And now that I have the Woodland Explorer map, I can go to the mansion, which is going to be a long way in this direction. I've come across a desert on my way, so I'm just making a little detour to see if I can find any notch apples. You never know, there could be one there, or there could be one there. But at the portal, we've had no joy. And at the pyramid, we've also had no joy. I also completely forgot to bring a bed, so it looks like I'll be spending the night at this village. Don't know if I've ever seen this before, but this village seems to have no houses, so it looks like sheep are on the menu instead. That was a little bit evil since I literally have shears right here. I could just do this. And now it's back to exploring. I have gunpowder in my ender chest, but I realise I haven't got any paper, which means I'll also be grabbing a load of sugarcane on the way. According to the map, we're getting very, very close. In fact, so close that we're flying over the top of it. Now, what am I going to do at this mansion? Well, I don't need totems. I don't need emeralds. I just, for some reason, have a desire to burn their house to the ground. Yeah, don't look at me like that. This place is going in smoke. This is going to be done to the entire roof. Is this what it's like to be a griefer? Because honestly, this feels amazing. Now I've just got to find the entrance and check on the good work. I was unsuccessful in finding that, but what I did find was a random rubbish chest. Okay, yeah, it seems I've caused a lot of destruction. Just complete ruin everywhere, but there is kind of a reason for me doing this. You see, in doing this, it will release all of the secret chests. Oh my goodness, I just found one. Oh, were you trying to... Oh, is that your loot? This is what I was looking for, okay? Another notch apple. Because chests don't burn, so we can find the secret ones in the wall and hopefully get good stuff. But I've already got the good stuff I wanted. Now then, was it worth it? Has it actually revealed any new chests to me? Well, so far the answer is no. No, it didn't. Hey, buddy, don't be angry at me like this. No, I'm sorry about what I did, okay? Maybe it wasn't a good idea. But despite that, I still did get notch apple number 12. So, you know, it was a pretty successful mission. But I'm going to leave that destruction behind. Oh, no, I burned down half the forest as well. Yeah, I'm just going to leave. I do not want to be any part of that whatsoever. My flint and steel also only have one use left, so I'm going to go ahead and put them in my offhand and collect up some XP. Then I can use it to make a portal, which will speed up the time traveling back home. Next, I'm going to go to the Guardian farm and repair both my elytra and also that flint and steel. Definitely need to create a faster system to get here as well. Although whether I can be bothered to build an entire teleporter remains to be seen. So I think I just flick this lever and the farm should work. I did have to reload the world to turn off my mob switch as well. Then I can throw this like that and start collecting all the XP. And in the meantime, Guardians will be spawning extremely fast. And I think that's enough time spent at this XP farm. Once I'm in these shears, everything is fine. Let's get out of here. And now I can begin my next project. On a side note, we are getting so close to 3 million subscribers. So if you're new, if you haven't subscribed, please could you just subscribe, guys. The next project is going to require a load of blocks. But don't worry, these blocks are only going to be temporary. And I have gone extremely high up, and I'm going to build a bunch of these to make a water chute. It's probably more efficient to do something like this. Now that this is done, I'm going to place a torch right here and some water at the top. Then grab a couple of signs and a bunch of kelp and do something like this at the bottom where I can then block all of this. Isn't it weird that you can see through ice when it's got water? Like, it's just weird, yeah. Finally, we'll add this at the bottom, and then we're going to place kelp going all the way up. And once I go all the way back down and break this kelp, everything will, yeah, just be a chute that goes all the way up. And then I can move on to phase 2. And if you haven't quite worked it out at this point, I'm going to be building a villager breeder up there. This project is definitely going to lead to some interesting results. White wool is going to be very useful. And quite a few other resources as well. Just 4 beds, and now I have all the items that I need. Time to start building. Although I just remembered I need dirt, and I completely forgot that. How could I forget something as important as dirt? Let's start with a bit of a platform here. And I'm building it out of white because I want it to kind of look like a cloud. And so this is the platform, and it's going to have dirt on top. And I've just realized that I actually didn't bring enough dirt. Not to worry though, there's plenty more where that came from. These two right here are going to have water, and we're going to place composters on top of them like that. Next I need my trusty hoe, and I can till all of the ground and also add glowstone right here. And on top of that I'm going to add a bunch of carrots. Another thing that I need more of, and another thing that I've got more of. I'll add 4 trapdoors here and the beginnings of walls on both sides, and these pillars create the area where the beds are going to go that are going to lure the baby villagers, which is all nicely connected by slabs. And I want to extend this platform to be a little bit bigger like this, and above that there's going to be a wall of glass panes all the way around the outside. Now these blocks need to be removed right here, and instead we need some blocks along here with trapdoors like this. And there also needs to be a few more trapdoors along here which are all closed, and then I shall get rid of these blocks. And if I fill in all of this with glass right here and 4 beds as well, then this is pretty much done now. And I only have the most tricky part left to get the villagers in. Shouldn't take me too long, I just need a little bit more water. That's all ready. Excuse me sir, how would you like to go up to the clouds? Yes, this is a one-time... No, not you. One of you, come on, one of you's coming. It's going to be you. Oh, now you want to come, do you? No, you missed your chance. He's actually following. You know, you can both come. Kidnapping villagers is just one of my pastimes at this point. Now, I've got to build a wall to make sure you never escape. Let's break the boat. Yep, just casually push you in. There you go. See you later. 4 of you. Only one can come. Let's see who's going to be. You were first. Come on, sir. Don't be shy. There you go. What an exciting ride. Once at the top. Yep, just coming in. Look at this. This guy's embraced his new life. No need to be shy. Let me put a block there for you. That's it. Just walk in. And now there's no going back. Once I put a block there. Trapdoor down. Sorted. Now I just need them to breed me some baby villagers. And I also have the task of getting rid of all this water, which could take a little bit of time. Finally, it has been done. And getting rid of this tower is pretty straightforward. And there we go. So next I need to create a big water pool to catch the baby villagers. Otherwise, it won't end well for them. I think it's time this spruce fence was moved as well. Just so I can make a pool to catch them that's definitely going to be big enough. I'm going to need to put some sort of light source underneath this pool as well. Otherwise, it'll just all become ice. So my idea is to craft a load of sea lanterns. I'm always making alterations to this machine. I'll need more redstone to properly fix it. But for now, I've got a more important project to do. Like saving the lives of falling baby villagers. After all that, turns out I didn't even bring enough sea lanterns. But since I'm going to be going back, I can grab these extra items. Doing this should repair the machine, which it hasn't. It's all because powering this dropper is also powering the hopper. Pretty sure an extra repeater solves that issue. Now let's craft more sea lanterns. And this time it worked perfectly. Time to finish placing these lanterns and putting water on top. Let's place a block right there. Throw them a bunch of carrots to get the process going. And now I shall sit and wait till we get a baby villager. Here we go, it's happening. And now that baby villager is going to try and jump on these beds and it's going to fall. If I can go down, it's going to fall straight down here. There we go, it comes down. Oh my goodness, you couldn't find. Maybe it's a good idea to move the potato patch. Last thing I want is for a baby villager to fall to its death. So in theory, I can leave this farm running and I'll have millions of villagers here eventually. I still haven't worked out whether or not that's a good idea. Next, I'm going to take some light grey dye and use it on this shulker box and fill this right here all the way up with it. And then that can live in there so that if I ever need more, I've got it, but I won't overflow my chests. Somehow I don't think 2 shulker boxes is going to be enough. Having 4 altogether is probably a bit more like it. Now for a room that I think it's about time I finished, the treasure room. I don't really know what's going on down here or why I never finished it, but I think I should build an area right here where the dragon egg can live. For this, I reckon that the quartz pillars are going to come in useful, although I don't really have many of them left. But also the black stone in here will be perfect. Definitely a lot of potential here. I'm going to make a bunch of stairs and have them around something like this. And the egg will go here. I will have something different from dirt though. Next, let's put soil here with slabs like this. I'm actually going to make these stairs. I think that's going to look better. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Then quartz around here and an upside down stairs. Put some different block there, but I'm going to add, I think, stairs something like this around. Same thing on this side. And we got this with black stone also behind. Those rails, I'm afraid they've got to go. And I have to say, it is really coming together. Carry on these black stone slabs all the way around. Let's light this on fire for a bit of ambience. And now I'm going to go and get a few more items, including some basalt. In fact, if I remember correctly, I added a basalt one down here somewhere. I did indeed, although there's only 11. I need a little bit more than that. And I can't be bothered to try and remember how to make a basalt generator. Thankfully, finding basalt is pretty easy. We'll also grab a block of magma and a diamond block because I'm pushing the boat out. Even if it is true that diamonds are for peasants, which is available at sp737.store. I'm just becoming a complete sellout at this point. Look at it, diamonds everywhere. Let's turn this normal basalt into polished and create some pillars on both sides. And then also beams going across. And there you have it. This place is just missing one thing now. Actually, to be honest, it's missing 2 things. First of all, the dragon egg, which that could have gone anywhere. It did go anywhere. It's gone all the way over here. Let's just put a sign like that and then drop it. And when I said sign, I actually meant slab. I don't know what's wrong with me. Let's also grab the dragon head. There's no point having this here either. The beacon looks very different now, doesn't it? But it makes a lot more sense to add a slab here with this on top. The dragon egg in the middle. And let me just steal this very quickly, please. Another one right there. And there you have it. This is where the dragon egg now lives. And even better, if I go through here and grab some coal and also sticks, I can make some of these. And they make the room look even better. I'm glad to finally have this project done. Although now I probably need to replenish this. Next, I want to sort out the issue of me running out of paper by filling a shulker box up with sugarcane. And whilst I'm at it, I might as well spend a bit of time at the creeper farm to get more gunpowder. That should be long enough. The sun is now starting to come up. Just realised the mob switch was on, which means no mobs could spawn and I just wasted 20 minutes of my life. Time to reload the world, which will fix it. And go AFK again. Only this time creepers are spawning. And now for take 2. And this time it worked as intended. And now this shulker box can be filled. Now I'm going to replenish my stocks in here and replace one of them, which means finding an end city. So I'll choose a random gateway that I've never been to before and then fly around and see what I can find. Okay, super quickly, like the gateway's there and already I have found an end ship, which means I just have to mine this up and hopefully it doesn't drop. No, we got it. I don't really know what use I could find down here, but I'm going to take the elytra anyway. Do I need the gold? Do I need any of this? You know, we're going to take the diamonds. I know I always say diamonds are for peasants, guys, but sometimes you've just got to do what you've got to do. You know what? I'm going to take a moment to clarify that situation. When I say diamond are for peasants, I don't mean the actual diamonds are. I mean diamond armor and diamond tools are for peasants. But, you know, netherite is what the pros use. But the actual item of diamond itself, I mean, it's kind of useless, but I mean, it's worth getting. At some point I will fix this farm or make it way, way better. Also, don't know why we've got a shulker here. And you know what? He's disappeared again, so I'm just going to leave. The elytra can go in here. Apparently, I've already got some in there. And I'm curious to see what is actually in this shulker box. Okay, I don't have another dragon head in there. I would have felt pretty stupid if I did. So let's place that down. Perfect. Also, you know what? I fancy a change of elytra. Let's see. Oh, no, I only have mending on. You know what? Forget it, you stay there. But job done, this room is now complete. And now for something that isn't complete, this storage system. So I'm going to go ahead and get all the items and stuff and fill in all of this. It's going to take a while. It's kind of repetitive from what I did last episode, so I'm not going to show you too much of it. And it also requires me to type out all the different items I want in the chests on a notepad, so yeah, I've got to be organized here. And also learn to spell emerald. As it happens, I've basically done nothing in adding more items to this room. Instead, I spent ages writing lists and lists of all the different items that I want in the storage. And then I've grouped them all together as well. It took way too long, so I'll actually add the items at some point. But for now, I want to do something else, which first means collecting lots of iron. And then for no particular reason, I just want to mine out an entire chunk. It's something that I've never done in actual vanilla survival before, but it's just one of those things that's kind of on my list of things to do. It's probably not going to have any use, but it's going to be a cool thing to have. And this is also where the beacon comes in, because with this, I will be able to get haste 2. There we go. And mining out the chunk will be much, much faster. After a few days of mining, this pickaxe is almost broken. We've made it down to level 30. There's still a bit of a way to go, but we first need to repair it. And the best place for that is the Guardian farm. I'm also going to add this to here so that I can change these to be splash ones. And then I can just easily do this and start collecting all the XP for my pickaxe. It did not take long to completely mend everything. It would also seem that somehow the machine has completely run out of water bottles. So once I've patched up this floor, I'll fill all of these glass bottles up and start putting them in these chests. And now the machine is back to working exactly as it should do. Let's just do one more to get myself up to level 584. There we go. And it's going to be back to mining the chunk. And I have actually come up with a plan of what I'm going to do with this chunk once it's mined, but you'll probably have to wait until the next episode to see what it's going to be. Turns out mining this chunk has taken me into an abandoned mine shaft. I wonder if there's anything useful down here. Well, I have found a chest. Okay, well, that wasn't really useful. And here's another one. Maybe a little bit better, but if it's not got a notch apple, I'm not really interested. There's a third chest up ahead, and it has... Wait, how's it got glowberries in? I'm guessing it's because in Minecraft, chest loot doesn't generate until you actually open the chest. So even though these chunks were loaded way before 1.17, it still had 1.17 items, which I suppose is a better way of doing it, but we're definitely going to have to board up this mine shaft where we're not going to be going down there. Although having said that, I did just go down there. What I mean is we're not going to be going down there again. Apparently, I've dug a load of strip mines down here, and it's causing loads and loads of mobs to spawn. So I'm going to quickly fly away and activate the mob switch. And now that mobs can't spawn, I can start lighting these tunnels up. For quite a bit of time, but I've lit up every of these top tunnels, and there's quite a few bottom ones. I think I'm going to do those as well. Kind of got completely lost, and I've just realised I'm basically just placing torches for the sake of it at this point. Like, there's all these dark caves below me anyway, so I don't really know why, you know. If I was going to light up all those tunnels, I might as well light up all these, and I'm not going to do that, so I'm just going to try and find my way out of here. And this area does look familiar. Yeah, I've already been in that chest. And that chest as well. And over there was the third chest. So by my calculations, the way out should be, yeah, right here. And now it's back to mining for me. Although apparently I've lost the haste because we're too low from that beacon. Since there is still quite a bit of mining left to be done, I think the best thing I can do is move the beacon down lower. Here is the new beacon all ready to go, which means it's now back to mining. At long last, I'm starting to see bedrock. And look at that, we've found some diamonds. Isn't it amazing that I had to mine an entire chunk just to find a few diamonds? A few diamonds that I'm inevitably just gonna end up burning. Because remember guys, diamonds are for peasants. And I think I've now mined every mineable block in this entire chunk. A pretty cool achievement, but for the rest of my plan to work, I would need to get rid of all the bedrock, and I'm not going to do that right now. Looks pretty cool from up here as well. It just looks like my world has glitched or something and deleted a chunk. The next thing I'd like to do is see just how many baby villagers this farm up there is actually getting me. The easiest way to do that is just to build a barrier around the side so that they can't get out of the water. Okay, mate, this is your last chance to get out. If you don't go through there, you're stuck forever. I'm just going to give these guys a load of bread and carrots so that they can't complain that they haven't got enough or something like that. And when I say carrots, I actually mean potatoes. I apparently easily get them mixed up. Whilst I'm at it, I might as well give them a load more. I think their inventories might actually be full though. No, they're just being stupid and won't go in there. You know what? For that, I'm going to sleep in your beds. I'm sure they won't mind. Now let's throw them the rest. And since I have a load spare, I might as well buy a few emeralds. I think I made the mistake of giving them too many because now they won't. He won't pick them up. Yeah, this is... I'm just going to leave them to it, I think. Oh, no, there we go. That's it. Well, we'll see what happens with those villagers, see if we get any baby... Oh, we have got a baby one. I didn't even see you come down here. That's good news. It means it must be working. Next, I'm going to repair my pickaxe, and so I don't have to turn the mob switch back on, I will do it at my gold farm. Although in the end, I've actually had a change of heart to go to my gunpowder farm, which does mean turning the mob switch off, because I do also need to get loads and loads of gunpowder. I've been AFK in here for quite a long time, and I've already gathered up quite a bit of gunpowder as well. So now I can get even more. And now to make all the TNT, I'm going to need a load more sand. For this, I'm going to make loads of shulker boxes, and for those shulker boxes I'm going to need even more wood. I haven't quite mined up all of the logs yet, but I definitely have more than enough. So I'm going to craft the rest of the chests and throw all the rest of the items into here. And the next thing I'm going to do is completely dismantle a desert. By the way, guys, in the 800 days video, when I did day 737, it wasn't actually in the video because it was just like AFK. I think it was draining the monument and stuff. Not AFK, but yeah, I was draining the monument. So you didn't get to see that, but we've got to see day 1737 anyway. I didn't think I'd get to 1,000 days later. I haven't really mined much of the sand in this part, so I'm going to get rid of this mountain for these villagers. I really hope that they don't mind. Managed to fill up my inventory. I should place down a crafting table and start making some shulker boxes. I'm not really sure why I brought so many shulker shells. I've placed 6 down there. I don't think I'll fill up many more than that. But as the old saying goes, you never know. Managed to get nearly 5 shulker boxes worth, but then my shovel broke. So yeah, that is a slight issue. I'm gonna have to make another one now. Looks like the days of a peasant have returned since I'm gonna grab a diamond. With that, make a shovel, purchase a couple of books, and then anvil it all together. And now that that's done, the next thing to do is to craft lots and lots of TNT. With that, I've run out of sand and I filled up a full shulker box and all this. That's plenty. Plenty to begin my next project, which is to continue my journey on the road to the netherite beacon. And that involves digging straight down, taking a bit of a hit from some lava, and then digging a big long tunnel. And just whilst digging this tunnel, I found a bit of ancient debris. A very good little start. And right here, there's even more. In fact, there's lava as well coming to ruin my day. The next thing to be done is to place loads and loads of TNT. Now I've made it all the way to the end, so there's just one thing to do. Blow it all up. And okay, I'm in a little bit of a sticky situation there. And whilst that blasts away, let's grab the ancient debris. Already, this is the 10th piece. And underneath this TNT that didn't go off, there's also 3 more. And unfortunately, one of the pieces got completely covered and surrounded in lava. But don't worry, guys, I have not let that stop me. I really am too reckless when I play Minecraft. And look at that, we now have half a stack. And now I have over a stack. With that, I reached the end of the tunnel, so I'm going to create a new one. The long tunnel's done. Time to add loads of TNT. Not very good sounds up ahead. For some reason, it's blown up before it's meant to. Quite a lot of destruction, but for me, it's just back to placing TNT. And now over 2 stacks has been reached. You think that it's a lot, but once you turn it into netherite blocks, it's a depressingly low amount. End of the tunnel has been reached, and we got 2 stacks and 16. That's a pretty good result. Let's set all of this off smelting. That is all now done. Let's turn it all into ingots. And from that, we get 4 blocks. But wait, it also gets better, because these 4 blocks are going to be mined away and replaced like this. Then I can smelt these, create another ingot, and this diamond shovel can now be upgraded to what it should be. My pickaxes are a little bit broken, so I've got a plan to mend them. And that plan is to sit up at the creeper farm, get loads of gunpowder and XP at the same time. I think I've left it long enough to get enough XP. I think it'd be a good idea to some point change this chamber so that entity cramming isn't a problem. I could use vines or something like that to stop it. And there was enough XP here to fully mend everything. Now for my next project, I want to build a farm that I didn't even know was possible. And in order to build this farm, I'm going to need a silk touch shovel. And I'm sure there's a villager somewhere that will sell it to me. There we go, just 7 emeralds. And that can be anviled on. And whilst I'm here, I'm going to sell a bunch of sticks. So when it comes to snow, we probably all know that you can mine up a few of these, and then if you place 8 of them down together, you get a full snow block. And at some point they updated it so that when you break this, you now get a full snow block, which is then going to belong in this chest. And whilst it is true, I could just build something like this. Then from this, I could get unlimited snowballs or snow layers. But from there, I'd have to craft them into snow blocks like a peasant. And why do that when I can just automate it? That guy's also going to live there for the rest of his life. And I could do with having that pumpkin back, please, sir. And so the next job is to gather up all the needed materials. After quite some time, I now have every item that I need. And the place that I'm going to build this machine is right here. So the first thing to be done is to extend this grass pathway all the way along. So to begin with, we're going to build a bit of a hopper clock right here. That is all built. We just need to add 16 items in there and it will be going backwards and forwards. Here we're going to add some redstone dust and then a block and then a comparator. And when I say comparator, I actually mean a repeater. And I'll add a block here. And these pistons, I think, are where the snow golems are going to be. And a couple more blocks, a bit more redstone. Thankfully, there isn't actually that much redstone on here. I just need a torch to go on there and a block on top of that. Here is where there's going to be a bit of a water stream pushing everything onto a pressure plate. We also need a honey block here and a honey block here. Then we can get rid of that, so the water will just flow along here. And we're going to place these here and kind of encapsulate it on all the sides so that the items can't escape anywhere. And this part is where we need chains, so we're going to place one there, and then can I kind of place one next to it? No, that's not quite right. Instead, it should be like that, and then 2 more along here. Then a couple of fences here with pistons behind. Next, let's spawn in this poor snow golem who's going to spend the rest of his life in this little area. Just need some sort of lever, which should push both of those. Okay, I need to push both of them. It's becoming a little bit scuffed, but I think doing a torch right there, then if I can break both of these pistons, they stay in place. Finally, we need a couple of cobwebs and a bucket of water right there. Here I've created the system where the rail's going to go. We're going to also have a sticky piston on the side of this torch, and then an observer facing upwards like that. Now, behind these pistons, we're going to make another hopper clock, but I need more redstone for that. Thankfully, this shulker box right here has absolutely loads of them. As you can see, this is a hopper clock with 6 hoppers, which is a little bit different from the other one. And we're just going to put a lever right there. No items are about to fall in here, and we're going to power this. And it's only going to need 1 item to work. The collection system for all the snow blocks is going to be here, so we've got a hopper there. Probably pick up all the items. We're also going to need a hopper minecart on top, and then let's break the rail underneath, and then a block above it, which will be pushed down by a piston. And this is where I can connect the other hopper clock, so we're going to have that there, and if I grab some blocks, I can go up and place... I think I need some redstone on here. Never mind, turns out it's actually a torch, and the other thing we're going to do is add a place for a different snow golem to go. It's not required, but it is going to make it a bit faster. This is going to be done exactly the same way. We're going to have a snow golem just spawned right here, and we're going to push a fence into the back of him. There we go, and there we go. Slab on here. Let's go and change this block underneath. It's actually going to need to be an observer. Now I can put the rail back on. We need 3 more observers like this, and that's going to all then kind of detect this hopper clock, so it's all going to connect together. Now I just need to place down a minecart, flick this lever over here, and hopefully... the whole farm should work. Kind of build it a little bit high in the sky, didn't I? But if I just get into here... okay, what did I do now? Forgot one slightly crucial thing, and that is that you do need a few snow layers just to get it going, okay? So now everything should work. I'm actually an idiot. The minecart's meant to go something like that, and these here, I kind of need to push them so that they go like that. Okay, yeah, as you can see, everything's kind of happening now. I wasn't quite ready for that, but what I'll do is I'll hold right click and left click at the same time and press F3 and T. But I have made a slight mistake here in the sense that... okay, hold on. Right, it's starting. You know what? Just give me a second. These need to go in the offhand. Now I can hold both of these. Press F3 and T, and it should, in theory, be working. I think I've just got the angle ever so slightly wrong, and now it does seem to be working. I think the mistake I made was that my inventory wasn't full, so I was picking up those snow layers, and it was messing everything up. As you can see, as soon as the snow layers run out, we go ahead and get transported back. We mine loads and loads more of them, and then we're automatically placing them down next to this block, and the block keeps retracting and stuff so that we don't accidentally, well, so that we can mine it, but we don't get stuck mining. It's complicated, but it works perfectly. And already, as you can see, we've got 27 snow blocks. It's just going along nicely. I'm going to AFK here for a bit and see just how much I can get. Can I get back in that minecart? Perfect. Let's just get that perfect angle and carry on. I spent a lot of time at this machine, and I have let's just jump off and you will see. Hold on, let's try and get out of here. You will see I've got a lot of snow. Not sure where these random snow layers came from, but this is just perfect. I can turn the machine off by doing this, and all of this snow can be placed into the massive storage system. My shovel did break, so I had to make another diamond one, and that's nearly broken, so I'm going to do a quick trip to the Guardian farm. I forgot my mob switch was on, so instead I've had to use the gold farm. Now, being AFK at this machine was pretty amazing. I got loads of snow, but there was something better about being AFK over here, and that is that my villagers have been very, very busy. I mean, look at this. We've just got loads and loads of these guys down here. They keep dropping from the sky, and yeah, we've really built an army. We have got the odd one or two with jobs that wandered in here like idiots, but as you can see, most of the villagers are here. So yeah, we've definitely like doubled the population of this village. I don't know why I want so many, but do you know what I say? Release the villagers. We've probably created a real problem of not having enough beds and houses for these guys. Yeah, overpopulation is kind of a problem, but not my problem. I live in a massive house and I've got everything that I need. Speaking of everything that I need, I want to create a farm that gets me wood much faster. And to do that, I'm going to grab a bunch of redstone and edit a machine that I already have. I think I've got everything I need. Let's use the teleporter to go to spawn. There we go. We're going to throw a new one in there. This is the machine that I want to edit. For some reason, this whole mechanism doesn't really work. Like, it should be a lot faster. It just doesn't work properly. I spent 3 days on this, and to be honest, all I've managed to create is a massive mess that does not work. So there's only one thing to do. I'm breaking everything, and I'm starting from scratch. You know what? This looks kind of messy. It looks kind of crazy, but I think it works perfectly now. I mean, let's have a look, okay? So we do that. As soon as we mine it away, okay, these always extend now all the way. So every leaf gets broken. We get all the saplings, and you'll also see that if I just stop mining... Okay. Yeah, there we go. Also, the dispensers stop as well, so as long as there's a log here, the dispensers aren't working. And when it is, it's not noisy all the time. It's actually worked as this. I don't know how. Yeah, so we do that, and it stopped. Oh, It's brilliant. I do want to make this entire machine much tidier by kind of putting it into its own building and all that stuff, but for now, I just want to like have a few minutes and just see just how many logs I can get. They're all going to go into this chest. In fact, let's empty this one out. Then I hold right click, hold left click, press F3 and T, and let all of the magic happen. The machine did stop temporarily working, so instead of having it automatically like coming on and off this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this mechanism here, and I'll just use a lever to switch it on and off. I think that makes more sense. And now we can get back to business. Okay, it appears I've run out of bone meal. I don't know what's going on here, but there's just all sorts of things flying out of the dispenser. What has happened to my system? I see. This is what's happened to my system. I see my mistake. Anything that went into this hopper would then go into this hopper into the system. So really, yeah, you see that's great. Oh, look at this. Yeah, you can see where it's gone wrong. It's a very simple adjustment of just going like that. So I'm very happy with the sheer amount of wood that I've got. But now I need to fix this farm. You can see things are broken because mobs are trampling on it. It's messing everything up. So I need to light it up, fence it off, and keep it safe. But I need a load more inventory space, so I'm going to drop things off in my storage room. And this is where the Guardian farm is going to come in, because thanks to all these prismarine crystals and shards, I can craft loads of sea lanterns. Look at all those. You would never normally be able to get that many. Just another reason to love the Guardian farm. The first thing to be done is just harvest all of the crops. I haven't got rid of all of them, but I'm pretty sure if I put a row of sea lanterns along here, it shouldn't interfere with any redstone. Only one way to find out. Let's flick the lever and see what happens. It all seems fine to me, so let's bring this all the way across. And I think I can also do the same thing along here. If I just mine out that, yeah, nothing should mess up with lanterns here. And finally, I want to add a strip along here. I think it should be fine. Yeah, look at that. Absolutely no problem. Look at all these melons that I've picked up. They're everywhere. I'm just going to go and compost a load of them. Let's also switch off the machine, get more melon seeds, and re-till the ground. I've replanted all the melons and added even more pumpkins because they're just useful. Let's compost the rest of these. And already this dropper is once again filling up with bone meal. I'd like to change these blocks to instead be sea lanterns. And I'll do the same on this side. And I think underneath these grass blocks as well, we'll do it. And finally, I need to create a bit of a moat around this so that nothing can climb up here. So yeah, if I just make it 2 blocks high, nothing can get on. I've dug an area all the way around and kind of tried to terraform it in, but I'm not sure how well it worked. Next, I just need to redo the minecarts, which if I just place them all along, the machine will pick them up on its own. All of them are placed down. Let's set off the machine. As you can see, they've all now been picked up. And whilst that's all the way over there, I'm going to go underneath here and replace these with sea lanterns as well. And there we go. The farm is working perfectly, and now it's completely mob-proof. And now that once again all systems are go with all these machines, I can get back to mining lots and lots. In fact, no, hold on, I can't get back to it. I need my saplings first. As I said, I can get back to mining lots and lots of trees, and I actually need to go and turn on the bone meal, which is right here. And if you're wondering why on earth I'm going to need so much wood, all will be revealed very soon. I've done nothing but chop trees, and we have lots and lots of wood. I'm going to take loads of the sticks back with me, and then they can be added to the storage system. Next, I want to grab a load of empty shulker boxes, and these can be filled with the logs. Another thing I'd like to do is create loads and loads of chests and kind of make a double chest full of chests. And I think with that, I should have enough to fill up this chest. So look, we've got a shulker box full here and a shulker box full here. I have to say, that's definitely the way to go through all of your wood extremely fast. Everything's been loaded up into shulker boxes, loads and loads of different items. Time to take them home and show you what I'm going to do with most of these. I think it makes sense to keep shulker boxes for some of these items that I'm going to get a lot of, so we'll keep the shulker box of sticks. The stripped oak logs, okay, that's kind of an assortment. I believe I built an auto storage system and I still can't use it. Until I fill up every item, I can't properly use it. That definitely needs to be sorted out. And now for the true fruits of my labor, we can fill this chest with chests. There's just something about it it's just really satisfying. You'll also notice I've been demoted to a diamond axe. Yes, whilst mining loads of wood, I did let my axe break like an idiot. Now then, if we take a bunch of this, create planks and then slabs, followed by composters, and for now, all of these should be enough. Another thing I definitely can't forget is to get a load of torches, and now to continue lag-proofing and spawn-proofing this area. We spawn-proof it by adding loads of torches, and we lag-proof it by placing composters on top of open hoppers. By open hoppers, I just mean hoppers that have nothing else on top of them, and I have to say there is quite a lot of them. That right there is the final composter. I've lit up all the areas up there. I just want to do this bottom floor, and I found a random cave down here which I might as well light up. Look at this, it's led to a dungeon underneath my house. Nice little extra golden apple. I'm not gonna destroy it because it could be useful later on, but I'm gonna go ahead and light it up with torches just in case, because it's right by my house. Yeah, it could be useful. So all I want to do around here is just add torches absolutely everywhere, and with that I'm pretty sure I've lit up the whole area with loads and loads of torches. things. Next, I'd just like to place a few along like this, because without a doubt, the last thing I want to happen is have a creeper spawn in this chest room and blow up my chest or something. The next thing to be done is grab a load more blackstone, create bricks, and change these back stone walls to instead be blackstone. There we go. It definitely makes the place look a lot better. Might add some chains or some lava at the end in the wall at some point, but I kind of want to get all the items in first. The next thing I can do is grab lots of leather. Okay, 49 is not going to be enough. And although there's loads of ways to farm leather and do it the easy way, I'm going to go searching for cows. But maybe this is a wake-up call that I should build a hoglin farm. Or go bartering for it. Yeah, like I say, there's lots of different ways to do it. But sometimes the old-fashioned ways are the best ways. You know, taking out horses is another way to get... No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that. It might be something that Tesco's once did, but I'm not going to go there. Look at this. An undiscovered ruin portal. A great place to find notch apples, but... Not this time, but a block of gold. You know what? Do I even need a block of gold? Could take out some llamas, but, you know, we're not getting leather that way either. Don't know why I'm more attached to certain mobs than others. They're literally just pixels on a screen. But you see, look at this. A little family. The mother, the father, and the baby. You know, you don't do that. You don't go orphaning kids. At this point, I feel like you've watched me do enough taking out cows, so I'm just going to get the rest from the bartering farm. I just looked at this chest, guys. Yeah, you know what? It makes a lot more sense just to get it from the bartering farm. Can't really believe I was wasting so much time. So now we've got all the leather, let's also grab a load of sticks and make a bunch of item frames. You know, I thought I had an excessive amount of sticks, but now it doesn't look too impressive, does it? And this is going to be the true test of how laggy this place is going to be. 300 item frames is probably not the wisest idea. But there we go, they're all down, and you know what? It's not too bad. Next, let's start adding blackstone to these walls. I want to create a roof that's going to go along with these stairs, and I'm also going to fill in all the walls. Finally, I will add some torches, and I've just realized a place where I can add more composters on top of here. Actually, these blocks I can't because I want to make them stone bricks over the top, but to these ones I can, no problem. Let's also pick up all the stuff here, you know, it's kind of in the way. And my plan for the floor of that building is to grab a bunch of lava and fill up this center area with it. Some glass would also be useful for this. Yeah, you know, it's going to be similar to this floor actually, and kind of similar to this room. Oh, and this floor, and this roof. Yeah, I'm not very creative when it comes to building. And for some reason, I just like building lava floors and walls and all that kind of thing. And there we go. Every piece of lava is down. Let's go and place all of this glass. And this bit of the floor is complete. I definitely have a lot less lava than I used to. But now I can begin work on the next bit, which I think I'd like to use these for. It's another opportunity to use the stone cutter. Then I'm going to add slabs like this all the way around the outside. It might work, it might not. Well, there's only one way to find out. It looks a bit strange at the moment, but I've got an idea. I'll make a few more blackstone bricks and place these around the outside so that you can't see all the stonework. I'm going to be honest, I'm not sure it works. I'm really not sure about this, okay? Tell me in the comments, okay? Change it. The other option, you see, is just to make it one higher and have it like this, all on the same level. So, yeah, should it be the same level or one or half a slab lower? You guys decide. All in all, I'm very glad to have this room pretty much finished. I've just got to add 60 million items to it. Well, actually only 199, but yeah, it is what it is. But before I go and sort out adding more items to that, I've got a real problem to solve. And that problem is that I am using a diamond axe and a diamond shovel. Therefore, I am a peasant and... I can't live like this. So I need to grab some sand, then I can craft lots more TNT, and then go mining for the extra pieces of ancient debris that I need to upgrade these tools. After getting all the ancient debris that I needed, I decided I wanted to finish more of the chest room, but in order to do that, I needed more wood. The two that I needed being birch and also acacia. Now that I've got these, I just need to make all the different kinds of slabs, and different kinds of signs are going to be another thing that I make chests for. There we go, now I have all the signs. Now to add all of the items in. Got a few more items, but another one that I need is cobwebs, which means I shall head to the mine shaft down here. I'm going to want to get quite a lot of cobwebs, and they're kind of tricky to find. Although having said that, there is quite a lot of cobwebs around here. Although I suppose they're only hard to find until you find this room, and then you've got millions of them. And look at me on half a heart without a care in the world. Although I've actually got no food. Maybe it's time to be more careful and... Oh no, I have got food. I've got steak right there. I'm just blind. 60 is definitely enough, so I'm going to try and get out of here now. Although not without finding loads more cobwebs. You know, I'm just going to grab them because it's just going to save me a job some other time. Look at this. We've just found a random golem down here. What on earth do you do here? We'll place some fences for him. And now it's time to get out of here. I have to say, I am really pleased with the amount of population we've got going on in this village. Like, I want it to be way, way more busy than this. My frames will probably, you know, my computer will probably die from the amount of lag. But you just love to see a thriving village. Now I can start collecting some more straightforward items, such as the composter, which I crafted millions and millions of them. And another item I need is books, so I'm just going to buy a load from this. No, wait, how do I buy books? I buy bookcases and then I swap them. Well, I don't swap them, I just... very simply mine them up. Also time to have a trip to the honey farm, which is probably completely overloaded with something or other. Let's have a look. Yeah, look at this. Honey bottles everywhere. Oh, there's just bottles everywhere. I'll craft a load of blocks from this, and also honeycomb blocks. And I'm going to add the blocks that I can to these hoppers. And there are still lots of items that I want to add into this room. I've also got to do all the item frames. You can see the items are in the chest. I just need to copy them all across. Well, not in that chest, but in that chest there are. But that'll have to be next episode, because the sun has now set on this world. So that was 1,800 days in hardcore Minecraft.